Hello guys, welcome back to another Fallout Shelter video. So in this video we're going to be doing the Canine recovery quest. So it says look for Bigsby in the old warehouse. So the rewards include, I'm thinking that's heavy raider armor, which is legendary, and also a legendary recipe. Also, if you didn't know, this is the quest that comes after the quest SOS. So the quest description says, I need to search an old warehouse to try and find Bigsby. The raiders are using it as a hideout, so I'll need to be careful. Anyway guys, let's get this quest started. Alright guys, for this quest we're gonna keep the loadout the same. So we're gonna have Confessor Cromwell with the Institute Rifle, Colonel Autumn with the Dragon's Maw, and Alistair Tenpenny with the Gatling Laser. So now we're just gonna check the size of the building, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a long quest. So let's get started. So I'm pretty sure that the first rooms always don't have any loot or enemies, so let's move on to the next room and see what we find. So this room doesn't seem to have any enemies, so let's collect the loot, which is a shovel and what else? We also got a common weapon, so let's move on to the next room. So this being a raider warehouse, I'm pretty sure all the enemies that we're gonna encounter are gonna be raiders. So let's try to take out these raiders, which seem to be not doing that much damage to us. So that's the last raider, and let's collect their loot and also collect the loot from the room. So let's move on to the next room. So in this room also has raiders, so let's see how many we have. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 total raiders in one room. So that's a lot of raiders. So hopefully we can take them all out without taking that much damage. So let's see, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last ones. So alright, so that was the last of them. So let's collect their loot and also collect the loot from the room. So usually when I have to decide whether I go up or down a certain level, I usually go down first and explore the bottom floors, and then go to the top ones. Alright, so it seems like this room only has one piece of loot, and which is a camera. So let's move on to the next room, and hopefully we have a couple of enemies that we can loot. So we only have 3, so we have 3 raiders, so hopefully we can take them out quickly and finish this bottom floor and then go right to the top. So let's just collect their caps and move on to the next room. So let's see what loot we can get from this room. So we got a BB gun, which is a common weapon, and also a wonder glue. So it seems like this is going to be the last room of this floor, so let's finish it off quickly so we can move up to the top floors. Alright, so this last floor also has raiders, so let's hopefully we can take them out, and I just misclicked right there. So also something that I don't know is that I don't know if the pets actually do any damage to the enemies. So if you do know whether or not the pets do any damage, please tell me, because I'd like to know. Because I don't think they do. I think they just do the animations of them like attacking the raiders, but I don't think they actually do any damage to them. Alright, so now we can start moving up to the top 2 floors. We have the top 2 floors, and we also have the farther right, which we can also explore. So let's just speed this up right now. Alright, so let's move on to the second top floor and see what we have. So it seems like this room only has some loot, so let's collect the caps and collect some other caps and collect some junk that we can use to craft weapons. So let's move on. I think this is the last room, the second last room of this floor. So I think I could see a raider boss, so I think we're gonna have some dialogue up here. So, intruders, you must be the ones that freed our prisoners. He then says, we didn't spend all this time tying them up and keeping them alive just for them to run away. Talk about rude. No one appreciates good captors these days. So then we respond by saying, so Bigsby isn't here anymore. That flea bag ran with the others, probably to Vault 199. It'll be the first place we look once we're finished with you. Alright, so during this fight, let's hopefully focus on the raider boss because he has more health and I'm pretty sure he can do more damage, especially when he throws those nuka grenades. And we also have a critical hit on him, so let's see if we can get... We got 5 damage on him, and let's see if we can finish this off right now. Alright, so now that we've completed the quest, let's pick up their loot. So we got a couple of caps, and let's see what the raider boss... So the raider boss gives us some power armor, some legendary power armor. So we got more couple of caps, and we also got the heavy raider armor, which they said they were going to give us. And we also have 3 rataways. So let's move on to the next room and finish this floor off, and so we could go to the top floor and finish this whole quest out. Alright, so let's take care of these raiders. So they almost got one-shotted, so one more shot and they should be done. So, alright, so there you go. So let's collect their loot quickly and let's move up to the next level. Alright, so it seems like this room doesn't have any enemies, just loot. So let's just loot this quickly. So we got a couple of caps, some common outfits, and let's just move on. Seems like there's nothing else. So let's move on to this other room. Alright, so it seems like this room also doesn't have any enemies, just some loot. So we're gonna get the caps and move on to the next room. And this room also doesn't have any enemies, and it doesn't even have any loot. So let's just move on to the next room. And again, it doesn't have any loot or enemies. Alright, so this is the 3rd time that we got into a room that doesn't have any loot or enemies. So let's move on to this next room. This is the 4th time, that this doesn't have any loot or enemies. So let's move down and hopefully we can find some loot, or this is gonna be a waste of time. So let's get down to this room. And does it have any loot? No, it does have raiders though, so once we finish them off we can loot them for caps at least. So we got a critical hit, but I think they died before I could use it. So let's just get their caps and move on to the... I think this is the last one. I think it is, maybe. No, there's another one after this one. So after we get to this room, we only have one more floor. So let's just collect this. So we got 1 Nuka-Cola Quantum. So that was worth it, considering that we didn't get any loot from basically all the top floors. So let's just move down to this last room and see what we have. So we got some raiders. So hopefully we can take them out quickly. And do I use the... Yeah, so I used the critical hit on him and they're all down. So let's just collect their caps. And I think I just misclicked right there. So, and we got some loot. We got some junk. Alright, so now I'm just going to show you the building layout if you guys are interested. So this one was a pretty long quest. So there you go, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end this episode right here. So first we're going to see what loot we got. So I'm pretty sure we got some power armor. And we also have some heavy raider armor. And we got a Nuka-Cola Quantum. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you did. And I'll see you guys in the next video.